Hello YouTube, welcome back to another part of another VOD from Half-Life 2. My first playthrough since, 10,000 points for no reason, what a shame. My first playthrough since 2009. Welcome back to everybody who is currently on Twitch. And yeah, let's continue on. Last time when we have left like right outside on the streets. Because now we got sniper and we had to deal with a quite peculiar location. It was looking like basic hydraulic control for like entire district. Like I wouldn't call it a hydroponics building though. It kind of looked up similar fashion.
Freeman, you're not leaving without.
Hey, it's Freeman. You're not leaving without dead. It's Freeman. You're not living without dead. Okay, I almost took that one to the face, and he's dead. Oh god, that's... Yeah, that's too much damage that I just took. That was definitely way too much damage. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. I was pressing shift to sprint and the game was like, nah, we are not gonna react to that.
Barney's old friend, aren't you? Maybe you can help him. Snipers trapped him up on that warehouse roof. He was going for a cache of grenades, but I doubt he can get to them now. Go on, Dr. Freeman.
Yeah, by the way, this is actually a pretty immersive thing. Just because you pull the pin on the grenade, that doesn't mean that the grenade is unsafe to hold. As long as he has this thumb on this grenade, as long as his thumb is holding the thing on the top, the little latch over here, the grenade is not gonna explode. The grenade is still safe. You can still put the pin in and just be happy with it. Then again, there are some grenades in which if you're gonna remove the pin from it, that's it. That's it. You either need to throw it.
Shouldn't we be doing something?
No, we can just sit here and be, being chilling. But yeah, that's basically how sonic grenades work. Oh, she's dead. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, that's what you get for trying to make me fast. This is what you get for trying to make me move fast. You got what you deserve.
Got one.
Yeah, sniper's on that window over there. I'm not sure if my grenade is even gonna reach over there. Nah, not from here. I'm not gonna risk it. Don't think it's really worth it. Nice cooperation.
Help! Is somebody up there?
Nope, nobody here. Have a nice swim.
Help me!
No. Oh,
Help!
okay.
Help me! We thought we'd be safer down here. Little we know the place was infested. The rest of them headed upstairs. They took the chance with the snipers. I guess they're still up there.
How the heck?
Zombies!
Then shoot at them. Don't tell me there are zombies. Shoot at them. Is he still alive? Yeah, he's still alive. Okay, but let me point out something. If you bleed something like this, you're dead. Like this is an insane amount of blood that this dude just lost. It's insane. And you know what's even more ironic? Everybody thinks that shooting somebody in the chest is good enough to make them bleed enough. You know what actually is good enough to stop you as a human being? A properly placed shot in the thigh. That's all all it really takes. Because in the thighs you have one of the most major arteries in the human body, besides heart. And if you're gonna get hit over there, at certain points, stopping the bleeding might be absolutely impossible. It depends on the severity.
Cover me while I reload.
Yeah, we got snipers. Snipers are taking the zombies out. I see a sniper over there. This is actually a good enough distance. I could try throwing a grenade. I think it bounced off. Yeah, it bounced off. I need to aim higher. Got him. But I do remember there was a sniper over there inside of that window. Can I still throw a grenade at him? Let's make a save. Let's see if he's still there. Yep.
Let me get out of your way.
But...
Over here!
Over there!
Gordon, I can't move. These snipers got me pinned down. Gordon, lob a couple grenades. That'll clear them out.
Yeah, first tell me where those snipers are. Because I only have found one so far. Because he's stuck over there, that would mean that snipers are gonna be mostly active on the higher level. But my question is how to get to the higher level. Alright, I see a staircase over there. Oh, they even strike the freaking bird. It's in, it's in. Oh shit. Yeah, and that's what happened. And that what happens when you get hit by the poison head crab. Your health's getting reduced to 1 point, and it gradually jumps up to whatever the health was before. Plus minus the calculation of damage that you're gonna take in the meantime.
Gordon, take out these snipers, would you?
On it.
Gordon, lob a couple grenades. That'll clear them out. All right, thanks, Gordon.
Well, he just suddenly stopped in the middle of, hey, thanks, Gort. I think he saw me getting shot in the freaking face and still surviving. Called me Garrus Vicarian because I can survive that bitch. Let me get a couple grenades.
Let me get this gate. My civil protection status still gives me limited clearance. Did you hear a cat just now?
Nope. No cats, only Borg. Well, actually, not even Borg. No cats, only Zul.
Over here!
Yeah, but I want to check what's over here, dude. Come on.
Come on, Gordon.
Let me explore a little bit. God damn. Oh, but you're polite enough for me to drink tea. Okay, okay, I can forgive you that.
Watch the head humpers, Gordon.
Head humpers. Shut up. Well, that... Oh, that's a different name for a head crab. Watch the head humpers.
Turret!
Yidis. The way that turret have landed right in front of my face was a little bit scary.
There's an old building up ahead, a bank or a museum or something like that. Whatever the hell it used to be, now it's a nexus for Overwatch in City 17. It's the main source of pain for this part of town, thanks to a huge suppression device. It's raining down hell from the roof of that place.
This is your first playthrough. Yes, it is. Indeed. Do I like... I'll wholeheartedly love it. This is... for... I'm gonna be honest.
Stay a while and listen.
This is a game that I haven't played in 2009. So by that point, I just do not remember anything about this game. So refreshing all the memory about this game and actually looking at it from a different perspective, it just gives you far more enjoyment.
There it is, the Overwatch Nexus. Looks like they're mobilizing big time. You can sort of see the gate from here. I'll show you.
Thank you for the follow and demo. Appreciate it.
To open the gate. Even then, the suppression device will suppress anyone coming through unless we shut it down. Then let's go.
I'd like to address you directly, Dr. Freeman. Yes, I'm talking to you, the so-called one free man. I have a question for you. How could you have thrown it all away? It staggers the mind. A man of science with the ability to sway reactionary and fearful minds toward the truth, choosing instead to embark on a path of ignorance and decay. Make no mistake, Dr. Freeman.
You're a huge fan. You started doing design for mods and games with the Source Engine. I'm glad you love it. This is part of my childhood. Well, to me, it's not really a part of my childhood because I played Half-Life 2 on my first PC while I still had it, but it was still in 2009. I think in 2009 I even managed to get my second PC. Hello, Crunch. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well.
So much for stealth. You've been spotted.
Oh, you can... Oh, damn. But yeah, I enjoyed this game. It is definitely a different way of looking at FPS games. Lol, get rotated. It's definitely a way different way to look at FPS. Because normally when you think about first-person shooter, the first thing that's gonna come to your mind is Battlefield, Call of Duty. What else do you have? Apex Legends or Fortnite even. This takes a way different approach to the FPS games. Same like Half-Life 1. It takes the FPS and makes you immerse in the story. It makes you experience it. It makes you look at your surroundings and not just shoot that thing and move forward.
There's that gate I was telling you about. We'll have to come back here after we get it open. If we get it open.
We will get it open.
Get into the nexus.
So we need to get to the inside of it. Okay. Well, rip. Okay, I need to recover over here because my auxiliary power...
Hurt that thing from down here, Gordon. We'll have inside.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a way inside. Jesus. Okay, so it's definitely not this way. Oh God. Well, it's not down over here. That's a nice hole.
Do what is right, Doctor. Serve mankind.
God damn it. Okay, I'm getting constantly bombarded. And I have no medics, no companions. There must be something that I can do over here.
Get out of the way!
Maybe through here. Yeah, right now I'm sprinting. There's the door. Okay, Barney Barnacle Bombarnazard has actually survived, so at least we got this much. I might need to run just straight forward.
I'd like to take a moment to address you directly, Doctor.
Okay, so where to from here?
I'm talking to you, the so-called one free.
Okay, I'm not getting targeted here, surprisingly enough.
How could you have thrown it all away? It staggers the mind.
Get out of the way!
Forget what I just said.
Ignorance and decay. Make no mistake, Doctor.
Hey, Gordon.
Hey! Let us out of
Prisoners.
here!
Let them out, Gordon. We could use their help.
I could definitely
Dr.
use some
Freeman,
armor.
wait. We'll come with you.
Well, you better grab those weapons.
Fantastic.
You better rev up those fryers. Because I'm hungry. It seems like from here the only path is right directly into the building. Okay, let's do it.
Open fire,
There must be some kind of a side entrance. The main gate has been locked permanently. At least it looks like it. Shit! I see what's going on over here. Alright, shotgun time. Restore that health. Nothing underneath the stairs.
Let me get out of your way.
Uh-oh. Turrets. Hey, you've got the HEV suit. You deal with them. Then I'll work the security console.
Okay, so those lasers cannot be exploded or detonated. Turrets, you say, huh?
Roll a grenade in there if you've got one. That ought to do it.
Oh, so that's
Great.
introduction
I'll
to
open this up.
another enemy in the game? Wow, okay. Pretty late, but still pretty clever. Because I thought for a second that this is like the only spot where I can just stand still, right? So I can... Because, okay, so what I thought is gonna happen. The moment I'm gonna cross the lasers, this door is gonna open and there's gonna be like 1, 2, 3 turrets or something of this similar fashion. I didn't expect it for the turret to just pop in like right out of this event over here. That's actually is a pleasant surprise though.
dropships. They'll be coming from the roof.
Well, this is where the fun
If we
begins.
want to get through these shields, we'll have to take out the generators one at a time.
All right.
Excuse
It's probably gonna be the same deal. That's a turret number 1. Ow, 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 ow. Well, there goes the support. There goes the support. What the heck was that? Where did the explosion even came from? Well, at least we got some form of support.
Dr. Freeman, wait! We'll come with you. Yeah.
Yeah, you come with me, but you are not stepping out of the way. It's not really helping.
Nice.
Move! Okay, second turret down.
Finally. Fantastic.
And every single one of them has already some kind of a good weapon. That's good to see. No armor. Oh, there's armor replenishment. Nice.
Disabled. Might as well start with this one.
Yep.
Hey,
Might as well.
Eli's gravity gun. Try giving those generators a jolt and see if you can shake them up a bit.
That I indeed can.
Man, Overwatch owns the roof, and that's where we're headed. Okay, 2 more generators to go.
Careful. I think they might be approaching from right behind us. Only got 2 grenades left. And that grenade have decided to bounce off. Alright, 4 more grenades. Don't mind if I do.
You better reload.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. Are you gonna take...
Fantastic.
Thank you for stealing ammunition. That was definitely helpful. Well, at least he doesn't use this. He does not use the submachine gun, so it's all good. Oh.
Sorry, Doc.
With that much security, there must be something good in there. Go for it, Doc. I'll wait here till you shut it down. Be careful.
Yeah, just be careful. What could possibly go wrong? You know, a bunch of lasers. Because you know, last time when I would have been in Black Mesa, bunch of lasers totally didn't mean like absolute base destruction or anything like that. Why am I being fired at? That's a little bit silly considering that I did not activate any of the... You know what? I'm just gonna die over here. That was stupid. I didn't activate any lasers. I know I didn't activate any lasers because I know exactly where I have landed. And the game have just decided to be like, nah, you're just gonna die here. That was super weird. I mean, look where I'm land. Look where I'm gonna land, right? See? Landing in the same location as before. And now the laser did not activate it, but they activated last time. Yeah. Let me get those rivets out of the way. Because that's exactly the sound that they are making. Don't, no, look to the left, that's Elvis. Elvis ever started, reset my game from the previous save, yep. He did it again, god damn it. Elvis, please, you're supposed to be dead. Okay, yeah, that's definitely was my fault, like, there's no hiding it. But I need to get on top of this somehow. That should help. And that was some high precision jumping right there. Pretty scary when you think about it.
Sorry, Doc.
One generator to go.
Yeah, and I believe I know where I need to go for it. I'm gonna need more than a medkit, son. Okay, I see where I need to go. Oh, crap. That took me out of nowhere. Here, the turret's on the right. Left. Turrets on, yeah. Basic directions, by the way. I definitely know what's left and right. What is the difference between left and right? 100%. Yep. What's over there? Well, this is definitely not where I need to go for my objective, so it's definitely through here. Any of you want to switch for a shotgun? I mean, it's effective. I hear the beeping, but I don't see the camera, I don't see the turrets.
Pardon me. Sorry, Freeman.
Don't be.
We're surrounded. I don't like the looks of this.
Oh, you don't like the looks of this? What am I supposed to say? Hey, Red, how are you doing? Well, I could say, I could tell that.
Cover me while I blow.
Damn it.
Set some traps for them, Gordon.
Like that? I'm hurt.
Everyone is hurt. Do okay, just working, so it's not okay.
Take this med kit.
You know, I know that one. Yeah, I could say that I know it. Kind of, sort of. Okay,
Take this
So-
med kit.
appreciate the medkit. Okay, so I need to throw 2 grenades. One over here. Right, the second turret is still active, so I need to detonate it too. But then again, my companions are not being the smartest tools in the shed. Where is that grenade going, bro? Come on. That was depressing. It's like 3 grenades. All of them just bounced out of that goddamn thing. Oh well.
Sorry.
That's it. They're all down. That'll shut down the suppressor on the roof as well. Let's head for the roof now, Gordon.
But is the roof on fire? But if it is, then we don't need no water. We're gonna let the
Sorry.
mother burn. Song references. The only question that I have is how do we go on the roof? Yeah, that's apparently one of the main goals of the game. It makes the entire Half-Life universe unify with the Fallout universe as well, a crash vertebrate upon the roof. People say that it was old school, pre-war, and a lot of people might have seen it.
Let's head for the roof now, Gordon. Roof access is this way.
Yeah, I need to heal Barney. Did you saw my armor? My armor rating currently is lower than my hope for humanity, so just be patient. There we go.
To the roof, Gordon. Roof access is this way.
I swear to God, if he's gonna tell me that the roof access is this way again.
Let me just get it open. Done. I'm gonna stay here and keep these gates open long enough to make a difference. Go on up and connect the sky bridge. We need to let reinforcements come through from every possible direction.
Fair enough.
If any more citizens come through, I'll send them up to find you. See you when I see you, Gordon.
Okay, so I have, the game just gives me a missile launcher over here, which is a sign of things to come. Hold on, can I...
Up there!
Grenade time. Oh, it's just them step back down. There we go. Okay, where's the thing that's supposed to attack us? Because I can hear it firing a gun, but I don't see it per se. Alright, got him. Number 2. God damn it. That should clean it up. What the hell is that thing? Oh god. Whatever that is, I'm glad it doesn't fire at me. Okay, Mr. Sniper, you wanna play rough? I'm gonna play rough. Get yeeted on. Crap. So that's gonna be. How do I get on the other side? Because they can fire at me at any point now, and I just do not know where really to move. Yeah, like I legitimately do not know where to go from here. I don't really have... Okay, so these guys must have like arrived over here somehow. So how did you guys arrive here? Oh. That gate was closed before. Okay, so basically I need to wait here for some undisclosed amount of time. Alright, fair enough, I guess. worth it. Well, what do you know, right? Like I was on the road. English. I was on the roof of the building, and guess what? There was no vertebrates whatsoever. They promised me that they're gonna be old school, pre-war, and that people have seen it. False advertisement again. Scammed again. 0 out of 10. Immersion broken. Just absolutely unplayable. Like how they no Valve. I'm sorry, Gabe Newell. You disappointed me with this one. You make my family hurt. You make my livelihood decrease exponentially. Now I'm a liar. I'm a lying YouTuber right now. No, I'm suing.
Dr. Freeman, since you shut off the suppressor,
I'm suing. That's it.
Through now. The Combine's gonna feel the squeeze. We dropped a crate of rockets coming across the plaza. If you can make it there, you should have everything you need to take down these Striders. Let's keep
Making a
moving.
random video on YouTube. Yep. Valve exposed. Hey guys, this is random YouTube slub guy over here. On today's program, we're gonna talk for 15 minutes, but we're gonna just repeat the same line, but just using different words that mean absolutely the same. Remember to like, share, subscribe before you're gonna watch the entire video, because fucking algorithm. So yeah. Valve have betrayed its viewers, which also means that Valve did not keep their promises, which also means Valve have lied to us, which also means Valve... I cannot do it for too long, it's too stupid. It's too stupid. But it's true, it's sadly the content slop is just kind of like something like this. Yeah, come on down, join us. Join the dark side. We have cookies. Ow, 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 ow. Onion missiles. Yep, not this way. Fuck off. Gonna make sure that it's the 10 minutes for that algorithm. Nah, it's not for algorithm gods. It's people are making videos 10 minutes or longer because that is basically revenue. Okay, I do not know what to do here. I have no missiles. Okay, now that thing have moved, so I might have an opportunity to move myself. Lol, get wrecked. Get down to business. Okay, one down, one more to go. Shit, out of ammo. Never mind, got the ammo. Ooh. Would you kindly freaking die already? Whew. That felt good. Hello, Winds. Striders are yoinky? They're definitely tanky, but yoinky? Not sure if I know what that means. Supplies, motherfucker. Ah, bollocks. That was a laser. That was a very painful laser that I just took right into the face. Probably deserve for standing in one place for way too long. Yeah, they're still firing at one of them. But he doesn't give a shit. I don't know if he froze or something. Because it's obvious that he just... Yeah, this guy just doesn't give a shit. So I guess I'm just gonna move on my own as well. Or maybe not, because that's not the way forward. The rumpy, the stumpy. Long form video with more ads. Yes, exactly. That's what Jess says. Because if you have more than 8 to 10 minutes of the video, you basically can place more ads on your video, which also means you can, you know, revenue. In the end, I was also right, but I couldn't remember what is the exact detail of that. Okay, yeah. Sir?
Don't forget to reload, Dr. Freeman. Cover me while I reload.
Don't forget to reload, random NPC. Don't forget to reload, random NPC. Don't forget to reload. Hey, reload. Remember to reload. There we go. Have you remembered to reload? Reload, NPC. Ain't funny, isn't it? Ah, shit. Okay, that was actually painful. Yeah, rookie reloads. Need to crank that shit up. Hey Pinhead, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you.
Gotta reload. Uh-oh.
Huh. Those things can actually drop the armor power-ups, which I will always appreciate. Working and lurking? Understandable. Understandable.
Watch out!
Oh, shit. You're a big boy, aren't you? Running out of here.
Cover me while I reload.
I think I see my conundrum. When you put that thing down. I think that did it. Found lambda locator. I wonder how many of those are still left.
Dr. Freeman! It's a mess out there. This close to the Citadel, they've turned the streets over to Striders. I think we can push them back if we can just get to high ground. We're almost to the Citadel wall, Doc. I don't know how the hell we're gonna breach it, but...
Ah, high ground, the Kenobi maneuver. Yes, the famous Kenobi maneuver.
We have to get to the horse!
Ah, crap. That sounds like a bomb. Ah, god damn it. It blind me, I thought I'm actually attacking the enemies. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, I don't know where to go from here. Shit. Maybe through here. Game? For a second, I thought it's gonna launch a laser on me. If it's not Striders, it's choppers. But we got unlimited missiles, so it shouldn't be that bad. I think those snipers are constantly respawning, so there's no way I'm fighting them. I need more than a medkit after this one. Okay, so where do I need to go? Do I need to head on down now? I'm gonna assume that that's the way. No, I recognize this place. I need to get back up. I have made a little bit of a tiny bit of a mistake. Well, thanks for pushing me down, NPC. Thank you very much. That helps. Oh boy, dog is angry. We got dog and he's A on the leash.
Crashing through the closet, knocking over walls, and I think he's looking for Alex. He seems to have it set in his head that she's in the Citadel. I figured Alex wouldn't want him getting any deeper in trouble, but hell, you try stopping him.
I wouldn't stop him even if somebody would order me to do that.
Hey, dog! Not there. You can't get through that way.
Yeah, you think the dog gives a fuck? I don't think he does.
Well, I'll be damned. I think he wants you to go through, Gordon. You better hurry.
Rebel shuffle. It's a victory dance. He's happy that they're finally winning and there's no Striders anymore.
And if you see Dr. Breen, tell him I said.
Alright, I'm gonna serve as Amazon Messenger right now. I'm gonna send a private message to Dr. Breen from Bonnie Barnacle Barbarnazard. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that it's this way. Yeah, I'm running a lot of assumptions here. Rude. Okay, does that deliver me anywhere higher than this? Or does it just go lower and then just shoots me up? Yeah, I think it just shoots me up, so I'm gonna assume I need to go this way. This is it, guys. We are entering the Citadel itself. The headquarters of Dr. Breen in the main place of the City 17. Yeah, that doesn't look healthy. Okay, so I do not get on the right side because that's gonna kill me. Fine, okay. Does this thing really want me to, like, step inside of that thing? I mean... I don't really believe there's any other way. Well, that means I could drink some tea. In a matter of fact, one more sip for the good luck. Bloody flying selfie sticks. What are those things? I mean, I'm seeing certain things, and they're running past my eyes so fast that I cannot even like take a closer look or say whatever they are. It's kind of sucks when you think about it. Yeah. What's that? What's that? What is that thing? Because obviously Overwatch is watching over that thing, so...
Stay a while and listen.
Leia, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. So... Basically... Okay, I'm gonna have an assumption, because right next to that thing, there was an Overwatch soldier. I'm gonna assume that it's imprisoned human being absolutely mutilated human being, because obviously from what I saw, it has very deformed hands, it has very deformed legs, and basically it's in after all that mutilation, it's still enslaved and still works. Yeah. Look. There was no Overwatch soldier over this one, but all the choppers, all the... Wow. Okay, I'm actually impressed by the scale of this place. They even have managed to get a freaking train on top of all of this. Like, how big is this place? 2 train... Whoa. You can say whatever you want, but for 2004, this area looks very impressive. What's happening here, dude? I mean... Half-Life 2 first playthrough. That's what is happening, and we are currently what I'm gonna assume is a citadel.
Security alert. Unregistered weapons detected.
Ah, god damn it.
Field engaged.
I have landed into the ATF field. Yep, all my weapons gone. Okay, all the weapons are gone, but some of them have happened to the gravity gun. Whoa! Gravity is one mean mother.
So, this is Dr. Freeman. At last. I wish I could say this was a pleasant surprise, but it's neither a surprise nor, as you will surely agree, very pleasant. Well, I am nothing if not pragmatic.
This is such a treat to watch, one of my favorites. Nice, glad to hear that. And also... Yoink! Bye! Yoink! Bye! Okay, so for some reason, I can upgrade my suit to 200% if I'm using the armor replenishment inside of a citadel. I don't know why is that, but I like it. Are you play as Jordan? No. There's no such character in this game. Fuck your plasma. It's confirmed. Citadel is using plasma screens. And plasma screens are awful. The plasma screens would not live for very long. Wait, I can just fire at them. Holy shit! Oh my goodness, that is. I'm coming. Here. Have a selfie stick. This gun is way too much powerful.
Well,
It's fun.
Freeman, under other
Don't care.
circumstances, I-
Didn't ask. L plus ratio. Give fuck. Damn. Newton says hi. Oh damn, I can reuse the same... I can reuse the same thing twice. Or actually multiple times. It is confirmed now in the chat. Uncle Lander plays with balls. Score. Did you hear it, Betsy? Lander likes balls. Yeah, something tells me that not only am I gonna have one hell of a fun with this gun, but also I think, okay, for a longer moment I thought that these guys are gonna spawn infinitely. I guess Dr. Brain's not gonna talk to me anymore. He's angry at me that I interrupted these conversations.
Your mentors are partly to blame. Of course, my disappointment in Eli Vance and Isaac Kleiner is far greater.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes, you could not have done otherwise. Who knows what seeds of iconoclasm they planted when you were young and gullible. But while they certainly share a great part of the responsibility for the recent troubles, it is you alone who have chosen to act with such willful disregard for humanity's future.
Yeah, the upgraded gravity gun is broken as hell. It's fun, but it's broken as hell. I can just attract them towards my gun, and that's all that it really takes. I don't even have to like do anything with them because apparently the gravitational force is just so powerful from this thing. That it just kills them immediately. Just quite amusing. Oh, we're going in the upper floor? Okay. Okay. Isaac Newton sends his regards. Well, one more floor. The reason why they're called combines is because I'm mowing the ground with them.
What is it exactly that you have created?
I'm turning into fertilizer.
Can you name even one thing? I thought not.
Yeah, it's because it's a one-way communication. There is no microphone built in this. I think I need to go this way.
I have laid the foundation for humanity's survival. And not as we apparently defined ourselves, but as something greater than we could ever imagine. Something we can now only begin to glimpse.
But yeah, by the way, there's a reason why plasma screens are not as popular as they used to before. It's because plasma screens are very faulty and they are draining more energy than LCD screens. True facts. Hey, Cruz, not much. Okay, I just died. Fine, sure, whatever. That Strider was way too smart. Well, he's dead. What's up? Not much. It seems that I'm getting closer and closer towards...
Gordon, look at what you are throwing
Can I magnetize this? Please tell me I can magnetize the screen. Is it worth it? Bro, it's so worth it. To run his smug little baby face. He's fucking Dr. Breen looks like 80 years old with a beard and still has a baby face. Like, imagine that. I guess we are going for a ride. I don't see any other way to travel anywhere else or to jump anywhere else, so another occasion to take a sip of tea. Well, what seems to be the last one too. Shut up. You take that I don't like Dr. Breen? Yes, because he's just a walking propaganda machine. He's a walking propaganda machine. He sold out Earth to the alien forces after 7-hour war. And then he panders and panders and panders, and when it's pretty clear that the moment I have arrived, the moment I start to make his own trouble, he tried to blame first everything on first on civilians for magical thinking. Then he tried to blame his own forces, the civil protection, the Overwatch, for being incompetent in getting rid of Freeman. What the hell is that? I have not seen that enemy in the game. Then, yeah, like I said, throwing fault at his own people for so-called incompetence. And now that the entire rebellion have basically started, now he shakes his pants and now he tries to just annoy me with more of his blah 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 blah, because that's what he does. It's just more of his typical, you know, blah 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 blah. Look at me, I'm Dr. Breen, blah blah blah. You're incompetent, blah blah blah. You destroy everything I have done, blah 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 blah. He's a good character, but I'm not judging him as a character, I'm judging his motives. And what makes him tick, how he behaves. And he does it all, so because he knows he has a cushy little chair, somewhere, you know, cushy little chair. He's comfortable. He's appeasing the lords of the invading forces, and they are still keeping him alive.
I'll take him from here. Don't struggle.
And he just don't want to lose that.
Until you're where he wants you, there's nothing you can do. I'm sorry, Gordon.
Judith Mossman, go to hell. Just go to hell. Just go to hell. That's all I'm gonna say. To me, Judith is kind of the kind of type of a pathetic character in the game. I'm sorry, but that's what I think of her. It is disappointing.
Describe with our limited vocabulary.
What I've seen is also beyond words, Breen. Genocide. Indescribable evil. Good God.
Well, if it isn't Gordon Freeman at last. What's this? I'll put it over there. You have my gratitude, Doctor.
Called it! He has a cushy
First
little
you
chair!
lead me straight to the doorstep of my oldest friend, and then you deliver yourself? If I'd known you were going to come straight up to my office, I wouldn't have bothered hunting you in the first place. Having both of you in my keeping ensures I can dictate the terms of any bargain I care to make with the Combine.
Dr. Breen.
Huh.
Wallace.
Yes, Judith, what is it?
The bargain we should be making is for Eli's life so he can continue his research.
Thanks to you, we have everything we need in that regard. You're more than qualified to finish his research yourself. What neither you nor I can do is convince that rabble in the streets to give up their senseless struggle. Yet Eli refuses to speak the words that would save them all.
Save them? For what?
Eli, if you won't do the right thing for the good of all people, maybe you'll do it for one of them.
Alex, honey,
Dad. Gordon?
God damn you, Breen, you let her go.
That's all up to you, my old friend.
That kind of deserves to be screenshotted.
Short-sightedness doom
The whole family is here.
Or will you give your child the chance her mother never had?
How dare you even mention her?
Alex, my dear, you have your mother's eyes, but your father's stubborn nature.
You haven't seen a bit of it yet.
Really? Well, let's see how well it serves you on the far side of a Combine portal.
Go ahead, Breen. If that's the worst you can do, send us both through your portal.
Oh, it's hardly the worst. But you might find that hard to believe once you get there.
It isn't necessary.
I agree. It's a total waste. Fortunately, the resistance...
Yeah, he
has
just
shown
doesn't
is
listen
willing
to
accept a
anything
new
that
leader.
Judith says.
And this one has
He just
proven to
doesn't
be
give a
a
shit.
fine pawn for those who control him.
No.
Don't listen to him, Gordon.
How about it, Dr. Freeman? Did you realize your contract was open to the highest bidder?
Gordon would never make any kind of deal with you.
I understand if you don't wish to discuss this in front of your friends. I'll send them on their way, and then we can talk openly.
Don't struggle, honey.
Dad, I'm so sorry.
Alex, sweetheart.
He's such a...
Judith?
Judith, what are you
What do you
doing?
think you're doing?
We're doing what I could never do alone. We're stopping you.
Yes.
Guards, get in here!
Oh, that's a twist. That's a twist that I kind of did not expect it.
They know you betrayed them. They'll turn on you. Judith!
What a
Dr.
twist!
Hoffman, please!
I'm sorry, Wallace.
Oh, now that Wallace have lost all his power, now he doesn't know what to do all of a sudden.
Dad, hang on.
You fool!
Watch out, he's gonna...
No!
Hey, that's my gun.
Oh, no. Don't worry about me, honey.
There's no time, Alex. He's on his way to the portal. You'll need this.
So,
Osmond, Judith, look after my father.
Don't you worry.
Dad, I'm not saying
so
goodbye.
suddenly Judith is on our side and Alex just forgives her
Come
everything?
on, Gordon. Let's go.
I'm going to consider that to be a
We haven't
rather
known each
weak
other
spot
very
of the
long.
story writing here, because
I didn't have to do this.
it could
I
be...
had to rescue my father, but you...
We can't be happy about Judith betraying Dr. Breen,
coming after
but just suddenly just forgiving her like that, no, that could be... I think that could be done just a little bit better.
There he is.
Just hurry, he's right behind me. Oh, shit.
Damn it, not again. The gravity gun. He doesn't have a clue, does he?
going.
The only thing that he has is a baby face and a beard.
This is the Citadel's dark fusion reactor. It powers their tunneling entanglement device. We'll never have a chance like this again. We've got to stop Dr. Breen.
They would be there with Judy. It's true.
Shut it down.
It's true.
Looks like he's turned over
Which they
control
can't be
to the other side.
appreciated for that, but
You'll have to go
Judah
with
have
Ford
betrayed
as soon as
them
you
more than once.
can. Get in the elevator and I'll let you in.
Once by giving Dr. Bring entire combined forces the location of Black Mesa East, so they can be invaded, and the second time when we went into Nova Prospect when we were in the
Worse,
prison.
Gordon. But be careful.
She just straight up took Eli Vance and they both ran to the Citadel. She betrayed them twice. Once which caused them a lot of living beings to be absolutely murdered, and the second time which cost them Eli Vance in the long run.
It's Dr. Breen. There he is.
Dr. Freeman, you really shouldn't be out there. At the moment of synapse, as I teleport, this chamber will be bathed in deadly particles that have yet to be named by human science. Perhaps when I have the leisure to do the work myself, I'll name one of them after you. That way you won't be completely forgotten. When the singularity collapses, I will be far away from here, in another universe, as a matter of fact. You, on the other hand, will be destroyed in every way it is possible to be destroyed, and even in some which are essentially impossible.
Okay, I think you need to go up. Alright, this thing is not in a hurry. You know, I think it basically comes to my own philosophy about trusting and mistrusting people and how I treat betrayals in general.
No, Breen started his ascent. Attention. Hurry, Gordon, before he escapes. Interlocking. Warning. Engage. 3 minutes.
To me, if somebody betrays me twice, that would take far more than just saving my life to repay the debt. You know, that's basically how I feel about it. Okay, should I like step on this?
I could have told you that was pointless, Dr. Freeman.
Okay, I do remember that there was like one thing like this. Hold on. Yeah, this can take me up.
Go, Gordon.
Are you still with us, Dr. Freeman? Not for much longer.
Okay, this
I
goes
think.
down very slowly.
If only you had harnessed your boundless energy for a useful purpose.
Oh my god. The portal is opening.
Shit.
I hope you said your farewells. Go back, Freeman. You have no idea what you're doing.
Choppers, okay. The problem over here is that this projectile is not the fastest in the world. I think the goal is not to kill the chopper. I think I need to aim for those things. No thinking. No thinking, only Zul.
Yeah! You did it!
Hi, Alex.
Come on, Gordon. We've got to get out of here. Maybe we still have...
Time, Dr. Freeman? Is it really that time again? It seems as if you only just arrived. You've done a great deal in a small time span. You've done so well, in fact, that I've received some interesting offers for your services. Ordinarily, I wouldn't contemplate them, but these are extraordinary times. Rather than offer you the illusion of free choice, I will take the liberty of choosing for you, if and when your time comes round again. I do apologize for what must seem to you an arbitrary imposition, Dr. Freeman. I trust it will all make sense to you in the course of... well, I'm really not at liberty to say. In the meantime, this is where I get off.
Gross. I'm so sorry, I couldn't. Damn, bro. Half-Life 2. What a game. What an absolute treat of a video game, dude. Thanks to the GGs. Maybe after getting rid of Dr. Breen, Alex just starts beating the hell out of Judith. She kinda earns that. She kinda earns that. G-Man is a gross man. We sold it. There we go. We don't even need to like make comparisons or anything or analyze. He's a gross man. He's a gross man. I mean, in 2004, people were not as perverted as they are right now. So, sure. But what a game, dude. What a game. What an absolute gem. I'm so happy that I managed to repeat this game after so many years of not playing and actually recall what a proper first-person shooter can be. And it is a proper first-person shooter. Sure, it still shares the clunkiness of your, you know, typical Valve production, which pretty much means no aiming down the sight unless you only have a dedicated weapon, because majority of weapons have secondary fire. Yeah. GG! I'm trying to... Okay, I thought that I could simply skip it. I guess it's not possible. Because what I want to do is I simply want to, like, say a couple thoughts about the game. But I'm not gonna lie, it's not really doable when you have a music in the background. Maybe I'm gonna just load the save over here. Hello, Zul. Zul. Okay, so I'm just gonna load this because this is like a perfect scene to like have a conversation, because it's quiet, it's nice, little relaxing sound to see. We technically have finished the game and it doesn't have a like New Game Plus or any post-credit scene, so we don't have to worry about that. So Half-Life 2, oh boy, what an adventure it was. Like I said, the last time I have played this game was 2009. And I just totally forgot that this game, well, maybe not forgot that this game exists. Back in the day, I did not really took that deep of a look on the video game, the video games itself. I was not really judging, I was not really observing how the game looks, what is the story. I wasn't analyzing it. I was simply having a situation of grab the game, beat the game, next game. That was basically all there was. At least when it comes to this one. But now that I managed to like sit in front of it and take a deeper look at this game, boy. Sure, you cannot. When it comes to graphics, despite the fact that this is a game from 2004, it still gives you a nice little eye candy to look at. The only major glitch that I have noticed about this game is if you're gonna go to video in advanced properties, if you're gonna disable the full dynamic range and you don't have it at full, this area over here does not render properly. Like, it's for some reason, this game just doesn't render certain areas if you don't have all the effects. But I'm still very surprised that in 2023, a game that's from 2004, not only was maintained and probably still gonna be maintained in a little capacity that it can be, but this game still runs on Windows 7, Windows 10, on Windows 11. This thing just runs, and runs smoothly. All the way throughout the entire playthrough, I haven't dropped a single frame. I've been playing this on 60 FPS, and it looks wonderful. It looks absolutely wonderful. It plays absolutely wonderful. Actually, when it comes to the gameplay, there are some significant improvements. Like, for example, in Half-Life 1, if you try to perform like sprinting or running, there was this like half of a second where the character was still sliding forward, which did not really allow you for much of a precise movement. Here in this game got absolutely fixed because, okay, let's take a couple steps forward, and I'm releasing the W button. You don't have that sliding effect. Also, as you're gonna climb like anything, like for example here, like if you walk on something that is really, really thin, you don't have that sliding. You don't have to worry about that much, about losing your grip on items. Using the ladders in this game is better than it was in Half-Life 1. Because in Half-Life 1, if you press the space or any of the buttons, just absolute catastrophe could happen. You almost never had a grip on the ladder unless you really spammed that spacebar and you actually managed to latch. Here, once you grip on the ladder, you have that grip no matter what, unless there's a ledge to the left or the right or right in front of you, so we can actually use the directional button so we can actually get off the thing without risking of like falling all the way down, which definitely have happened in the original Half-Life. The weapon mechanics are definitely are way more improved. I think one of the best weapons in this game is shotgun. Like, legitimately, shotgun, hands down, the best, probably one of the best weapons in the game. If you are not counting the improved or enhanced gravity weapon, shotgun just takes the cake. Like, for the majority of this playthrough, I didn't really had to use the alternative from the shotgun, because single shot from regular fire from the shotgun was just good enough. It could defeat most of the enemies that I wanted, especially the Overwatch soldiers. If I managed to get like a hit where all the pellets have hit upper chest, neck, and head, that's it. That's one shot, and that's all it took. And it was there was an absolute treat. But yeah, like I said, there's a variety of weapons, but every single first-person shooter usually has the variety of weapons. But they're definitely different in comparison to what you get in oh my god, I just had the formulated sentence and I already forgot about it because I'm that talented. This is not a professional review or whatsoever. This is just a random compilation of the thoughts that I have managed to accumulate throughout this playthrough. But yeah, you have a bunch of weapons. You have your heavy magnum. You have the submachine gun, which kind of looks like MP7. You have your shotgun. Well, I cannot show the shotgun over here, obviously, because this is the part before the Ravenholm. But you have a variety of weapons. Every single of those weapons is useful. There's no such a situation in which any of the guns is just, you cannot really use them. They're not helpful in any way. They still decide in this game, they still decided to keep that, the choose menu thingy for every single weapon. That is the only thing that I would have any certain complaints when it comes to like gameplay itself, because besides that, it's way more polished. The movement is better. What I could say, weapons already said, enemies. I really like how they added more variety of the enemies in this game itself and how they changed it. Sure, in Half-Life 1 you only had regular headcrabs, but here they actually improved that by adding more types of headcrabs and more types of headcrab zombies. Like, besides you having your typical headcrab zombie that screams, "My icing," all the time, you also have a agile headcrab and agile zombie, which can be really scary when you see them just charging at you. They're not really that fast, but the moment you see them charging at you and you hear them making the noises, it's just such a freaking treat, dude. And also they added the poison zombie, which poison headcrab itself, it's a pretty interesting take. Because normally you see, when you see headcrab, you actually think about something that moves, that jumps fast, that's, you know, basically is on constant prowl to attack you. Poison zombie is a little bit different. Poison zombies use the elements of surprise, which, when you think about it, they are not really utilized that properly because their skin color is dark, right? It's like very dark gray, really darkened skin, which would be useful if you would place those enemies in corners. Majority of the poison headcrabs are just overly exposed. But anyway, how the poison headcrabs work, it's they have a little bit of a different approach to the poison that everybody got used to over the years right now. If the poison headcrab manages to attack you, he reduces your health to only 1 point, but then healths very slowly regenerate. But it always gonna take like a 2 or 3 seconds before you're gonna regenerate 10 points of health. In that meantime, if you still have 1 health and there's something attacking you on the side, you immediately die. It's a way different look at the poison damage that I honestly never have seen that in any other game. I really never. Usually when you get hit by a poison, it's just maximum health that's getting drained. Here it's maximum health, 90% erased, and then it slowly climbs back up. And also you have this poison headcrab zombie like hive, which is also a totally different enemy that instead of being just him by him lonesome, he actually gathers like several headcrabs on top of itself, and then he just throws the other poison headcrabs on top of you just so they can be a distraction. And they are a very good distraction because you want to kill those smaller guys so they don't poison you. The civil protection, overall the enemy combines are such an interesting faction, because what I'm gonna assume that the civil protection Overwatch are basically like soldiers. I cannot call them remnants of the human army whatsoever, but they're an interesting enemy because they are, from what I have saw from the beginning of the game, it feels like they are joining the combined forces by themselves, by their own will. And majority of the CPs are actually enjoying bullying everybody around just because they feel safe. Then you have Overwatch, which is like this more elite, more militarized oriented what would be the word? It's like they are more militarized civil protection that basically is majority of them is placed just deeper into the outer location of the city 17. Then you have also from these they also use headcrabs. For what I have noticed, they basically using those ginormous pods that are sitting on top of the rebels, and they're just making more headcrab zombies. Basically, they're using bioweapons to eradicate you. You have the Striders, which are super freaking dangerous. I found them really fun to fight against. They have their own representative helicopters, which I really like how you have to fight the helicopters. Like, okay, so basically, sure, you need to have a homing missile, but the thing is, you cannot attack that specific enemy, that chopper, whatever the name of it is. You cannot attack it like in front of you because it is so smart that every single time you're gonna fire a missile, and it's gonna be right on it, he's gonna start firing at the missile itself so it doesn't get hit. So it has a little bit more intelligence to that. Then you have transporters, but transporters doesn't really matter. I already talked a little bit about striders. Striders are fun. They're looking weird, but they are fun. they are definitely fun enemies. What else from like Combined Forces there was like as an enemy? I think the only thing that they had was like the transporter vehicles, and that's it. But yeah, I like the enemies. I like the fact that they included the fact that after the 7-hour war that have happened in the Half-Life universe, they basically shown the duality of the human being, and they show that certain people are willing to do everything to be able to survive, even if it means joining the enemy forces themselves. It is pretty damn impressive. I love the fact that the entire world is represented. Like, sure, normally if you just play through the game and you don't look at details, you only notice the Combine as a faction, that's it. But what you should really pay attention to is graffitis, posters. When you are in the laboratory of Eli Vance, which is actually over here in Black Mesa East, you can notice that he has a blackboard. On the blackboard there are lots of notes. They are saying 7-hour war ended in Earth capitulation towards the Combined Forces. Breen being selected as a new leader of the human species. Portals showing all over the earth. It gives you like a very short and to the point story of what have happened between you basically finishing Half-Life 1 and over. It's a little bit of a story over the time before the G-Men decided to wake up from what I'm gonna assume it's like some form of stasis, to basically send you back in here to do things that you don't really understand, because we don't really understand. G-Men only tells us wake up and smell the ashes. Like, is that was our objective all along, to basically witness what is going on? Because then he appears after destruction of the main citadel in City 17 as well. The G-Man is... I don't know how to describe him. Sure, he's a weird character. He's a different character. He's like this guy that always brings you some kind of offer, but in the end you cannot really refuse the offer. He's like selectively choosing you to do the job, but what is the job you never really know, and who it benefits, who is he working for, you just never know that. It's probably one of the more secretive characters in the entire lore they have ever witnessed, because normally when you have a character, there's usually something that character leaves that you can follow upon, like some kind of a note, some kind of interaction, some kind of something. There is something, and there's nothing about him. The only thing that I have noticed is that he spawns in selected spots in the game, and he looks directly at you as if he observes everything that you do. He is odd. He's weird. Another aspect of the game for its time that I like was the physics. Hits felt good. Oh yeah, you can definitely say that the every single thing that you hit basically feels just correct. If you hit the enemy kind of reacts to it. He's getting pushed a little bit back with the bullets. If you hit him with the melee, they also react to it, not just by voice, not just by bleeding, but also by them moving the parts that you hit a little bit to the left or to the right. Yeah, I'm willing to agree with that. Physics in this game are very, 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 very nicely implemented. I think that's where the Valve and where their Source engine actually shines the most, is implementation of basically physics in the game. It's just the physics that are working the best, and they are not crashing the game. For 2004, you gotta agree with one thing: that is a gem. I really like how the game represents how the humanity is being treated. Like, it's pretty clear that the entirety of the Earth is being slowly and slowly kind of like drained out of its resources, because as we travel across across the entire thing, we have witnessed basically them, not them, but we basically witnessed the entire world being drained out of water, being drained out of wildlife. Like, the only wildlife that I have ever seen in this game was birds, and maybe some crickets that we can even hear right now in the background. How this planet that used to be rich back in the day in like life, like look at even at the trees are barren, unless we have managed to wake up during the fall, then sure, understandable, but the planet is dead. Whatever the invading forces were after here, they made sure to do as much damage as it possibly is. When you go to the coast, there's almost no water whatsoever. What could what else I could say? And okay, so yeah, I was talking about the civilians. Yeah, the civilians, they are basically constantly being punished by the CP. It feels like the civilians have like they're very restricted to certain things in life. Like, I've noticed that this game does not have any children, so I'm thinking that the enemy faction is doing something that basically prevents them from having any kids, or basically game did not have the children's model. The kids just don't exist because the Valve did not even thought about it. But then again, you have at the beginning of the game, you have the playground, you can hear the noises of the children playing, so it's a little bit curious, to say the least. I would need to dig a little bit deeper into that and figure out what is the reason for that. But yeah, there's definitely, every single civilian wears the same clothing, everybody looks pretty much the same, everybody's being constantly oppressed, you cannot say a lot of things, it's just like, it's an absolute dystopia. And you, sure, and you also have in the background freaking Dr. Breen just spewing propaganda left and right, you know, the letters from concerned citizens, because, you know, if there is something that you can smell a mile away, it's bullshit. I mean, it cannot be called in any other way, because it is bullshit. Propaganda is bullshit. And it's, as somebody who lived in a country that pretty much a solid amount of history was just spent in living in the under the shoe of other countries, yeah, you can kind of recognize that. But yeah, it's so very well represented despite all the things. Like, people are getting relocated, willingly or not, but they are getting relocated. Some of the people are getting even relocated to the Nova Prospect, which I just realized that at the beginning of the game, there were some NPCs that were entering deeper into City 17. There were some people who were going into the prison, and there were some people who were straight just going directly for the train for the Nova Prospect. And we have witnessed what Nova Prospect is. It basically is a prison. And what other thing that I have noticed about the Nova Prospect is that there's almost no prisoners over there, and yet you go over there to that place for combines to do fuck knows what. Because in the deeper parts of Nova Prospect, there is some technology. There are things that can move you or do something with you. There's a lot of Nova Prospect that we haven't not explored, but it gives us an idea about what is probably happening over there. But yeah, maybe I'm gonna try to talk about something else. Maybe let's go for the characters. So what do we got? We got Gordon Freeman, but obviously Gordon Freeman, the best voice acted character in the game, hands down, and I'm not gonna change my mind about it. In general, every single character in this game is very likable. Even the enemies, even the villains, even the main manipulators of this game that are shown over here, they are not really unlikable. Sure, I'm gonna roast Dr. Breen every inch one of in every way possible. I think the character that I'm gonna criticize the most is Judith Mossman and how she got approached with all of this. But first of all, the first character that we actually meet is Alex Vance, and Alex Vance as a female supportive character, could we call her protagonist as well? Because she is with us for a significant part of the game, so maybe for the safety's sake, let's just call her a support character. She's not annoying. Yeah, she's just not annoying. She's a very well, nicely written character that has a little bit of fire in her, that she is always, you know, open to us. She's not open for bullshit. Have I played Half-Life Alyx? No, I do not own VR. I do not own the game. But yeah, Alex Vance is a cool character. She is just great. She's just fine. She doesn't take any bullshit. She's always willing to help us. She's always willing to be open about what she thinks about Judith Mossman. She shows that she cares about her family, and she's willing to sacrifice a lot for her family. In general, she's really cool. Eli Vance, apparently he comes back from Half-Life 1, which if you play Half-Life Classic, you don't really know who Eli Vance is unless you play Black Mesa, because in Black Mesa, you actually have Kleiner and Eli together, and Eli actually sends you, and then because of that, you know that it is that character, and then in Half-Life 2, you can witness him and be like, holy shit, it's already been 7 years, because all of a sudden Eli Vance is this older dude that you can see from him, you can see the age, you can hear from his voice, and you can even see that he lost his leg. That means that some significant time have passed. It just hits you very hard. But Eli Vance is a cool character. If there's something I can really say, that Eli Vance kind of, there's this weird interaction between us and Eli Vance when he looks at Alex and he says, yeah, Gordon can handle everything. Well, maybe unless it's you, Alex. A little bit of a weird, embarrassing moment right there, but like, bro, come on. That was a little weird. But besides that, it seems like Eli Vance is a good character, that he still, despite the fact that the 7-hour war and the Combine oppression is still here, he still tries to help humanity as much as he can with all the knowledge that he has, because it even got proven with him and Isaac Kleiner that they are still trying to build the teleporter so they can try to liberate as many people as possible from not only City 17, but from possibly the other cities as well. But we know how that goes. The experiment ends up in a failure, and it is what it is. The game basically goes on. But imagine what would happen if the teleporter technology would be properly mastered and not discovered by the Combined Forces. It would basically mean that everybody from City 17 could be safely evacuated to the outside of City 17 and probably give some people a significant illusion of freedom, because unless you're gonna get rid of the Combined Forces, there's no freedom at all in this place. I really hope that Valve does decide on Half-Life 3. We don't know if they're gonna decide on Half-Life 3. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Time can only tell. But honestly, after so many years, the chances of us getting another Half-Life game after Alyx is just as big as Bloodborne being released on PC. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, that was Eli. Isaac Kleiner, he doesn't really shown that much, but he is a cool guy. A little bit of a nerd, a little bit of an oddball, but still fine. Barney, I really like how they included that line, the beer, because in the Half-Life 1, when you talk with one of the security guards, they even say that, hey, to catch me up the warrior, I'll buy you a beer, which kind of highlights that there was a possible friendship between Gordon and Barney Calhoun sometime outside the situation of the video game itself. I really like that. So you're saying there's a chance. There's always a chance, but the only people who can pull the trigger is the valve itself. Anyway, going back to the character descriptions and whatnot. So yeah, Barney, I think that's the safest to basically finish the Barney Calhoun over there. There's definitely some highlight. Barney is alright. He's a good dude. He's like this, your typical pal. Your typical pal, which I really like that. He was not too intrusive. He was not too much over there, but he was still enjoyable. What else can I say? That was Barney. So, Dr. Breen. Maybe let's simply jump into the villainous characters. Oh wait, maybe let's go for Father Gregory. Father Gregory is like one of those supportive characters on your adventure that definitely I can understand why he's remembered so much. Because this guy is a little loco. He looks a little bit ridiculous. He talks a little bit ridiculous. But he is such a cool character, all things considered. He gives you your shotgun, which is past swell. And he's just cool around character, despite the fact that you only meet him for the entirety of Ravenholm. He even gives you an illusion that he sacrifices himself in the cemetery by basically lighting the entire area around him on fire. But even if you stay there for a little bit, you can still hear him firing his gun. You can still hear him laughing maniacally at killing all the headcrab zombies. So I really hope that when I'm going to be playing episode 1 and 2, that he is actually going to reappear at some capacity for some reason, maybe. Because I would like for him to even come back for like a moment to do something. I wouldn't mind that. Okay, maybe now Dr. Breen. Dr. Breen is such a douchebag, dude. He's such a Marion. He's such a puppet of the Combined Forces that is absolutely incredible. He basically sold the entire Earth to the alien forces. The aliens just decided to make him a supposed leader just because, it made him safe, because he probably can eat every single day, because he can sleep every single night, because he can sit on a comfortable chair. And again, that shows what and how much certain people can sacrifice, how much they're willing to sacrifice just so they can feel comfortable in their cushy little chairs. It's definitely shows right there. Like right there, it's just an evidence in itself. But the moment you show that you do something against him, right? This is where he starts panicking. Like he starts pretty much panicking the moment you show up in the game. Like, first he makes an announcement, if you find that Gordon Freeman guy, report him, the opener of the way, or something like that. First you ask everybody to report him under the pretense of a great reward. Then, when he sees that none of the civilians are simply not very helpful, what happens after that is that he starts throwing blame on people themselves. Like first he tries to manipulate people into thinking that, hey, if you're having this magical way of thinking, or you're trying to represent any form of free will, that's bad, that's wrong, how dare you. And then when you go to Nova Prospect, you can even hear him talking to the Overwatch soldiers that, how dare you, not stopping a single man. And then he starts freaking shitting on Gordon's, that he is just a poorly educated person. I mean, despite the fact that in the modern times, if you go to MIT and you finish like in theoretical physics, it's not only puts you in the solid debt, but also gives you a super freaking blast off education when you think about it. And then he tries to still convince people after the situation with the Nova Prospect and the teleporter. He still tries to convince people that what they're doing is bad. He sees that everything is crumbling around him. He cannot stop it, and he starts to scramble all of it. Even when we reach the Citadel itself, he still tries to convince you with his all type of bullshit that, how dare you, Gordon Freeman, how dare you stop me from living in a comfortable place, being servant to our overlords, like freedom of will? How dare you? You're not exercising the freedom of will. You're not doing that. You're destroying everything. He basically tries to manipulate you. He's the biggest manipulator. He's the biggest douchebag in the game. But the moment you start to show that there's some form of resistance, like the Judith did, like what was in the Citadel, he tries to panic, he tries to scramble, he doesn't think properly, because the very first thing that he does after Judith rebels against him is that he grabs the, at that point, enhanced gravity gun, he fires it randomly at you in hopes that you're gonna die or something's gonna happen to you. He doesn't know what to do. He just doesn't know what to do. Like, sure, he talks to the, whatever the fuck was that alien on his screen. I'm gonna assume that's how Combine's looking like their natural form. Anyway, then he talks, but just because he wants to preserve his life, he agrees to whatever Combines are suggesting, then he runs away like a little prick he is. And sure, in the end he dies, and honestly I'm happy that he freaking dies, that he dies in the way that he does, which is, I'm gonna assume it's like some kind of scientific evaporation. And I'm glad that he got rid of. As a villain, he is just a puppet. Which, actually, come to think about it, does Half-Life 2 even have any villains? Like, is there an actual villain that would be properly represented? There is no character. I am willing to call Dr. Breen a puppet. An indoctrinated, silly little puppet, but is he actively acting against us? Can we actually consider him to be a villain? Hard to say. Hard for me to decide. Because what the Overwatch, what Civil Protection does, is they are working with the protocols, and they are abusing everybody around them. And sure, you could call them villains, but you cannot call them real villains, only like, you know, your typical enemy fodder, because that's what they are in the end. But the only villain that I could find this game, realistically speaking, is just the Combines. Combines which we don't really even know a lot about them. I mean, the only thing that we know about them is that they are definitely probably from a different, maybe universe, from a different dimension. They are utilizing technology of some sort to definitely enslave the Vortigons, as we saw it in the Black Mesa, because they're using Vortigons to make the hardest work for them in the Zen universe. And then because of what happened in Half-Life 1 in general, we have this, which again combines enslave the human species and drain the resources out of the planet, but we don't really see that. We don't, well, maybe besides that worm at the end of the game, we don't really have an encounter with them. We don't really see them face to face. This is why I kind of have a hard time of like saying that there's a villain in this game. Like you can definitely say that Combines are the villains and Dr. Breen is a puppet, but you only see the actual aftermath of what villains do to you and your environment, your planet. You don't see them actually interacting with anything. Everything is like being displayed kind of outside of your eyes, if that makes sense. I think it does make sense. Anyway, Judith Mossman. There's gonna be a little bit of criticizing about her. Because Judith Mossman is definitely a bootlicker, kind of like Dr. Breen. Because Dr. Breen have bootlicked his way to the Combine Forces, while Judith Mossman have tried to bootlick herself and her way towards everybody who was in Black Mesa during the incident. Isaac Kleiner, Eli Vance. She definitely decided to be an absolute ass kisser towards the towards Eli Vance. When we have talked with her for the first time, the only thing that she was able to do is like, oh my god, Dr. Freeman, Gordon Freeman, I'm so stressed that I see you and all that bullshittery. But then you realize, I'm sorry, my pause is there for a reason, because I don't like ass kissers. I love honest to God people that are basically saying what they think. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, she's basically a bootlicker. But then you realize that she was all this time she was working with Dr. Breen. And I'm trying to like figure her out when it comes to her intent to work with Dr. Breen. Why she would work with him? Because obviously she is a spy. Maybe in the environment that you are witnessing in the game, maybe you think, hey, she's working with the Dr. Breen behind the scenes just so she can survive. She provides as much value to her own life so she can preserve it. And maybe that is the case, but then it's kind of hard to figure her out because you don't really see her that often. Sure, in the end, oh my god. It's like, I'm having a hard time to figure out, like, gather thoughts about Judith Mossman. She betrays... Okay, so let me put it like this. Let's start with what first came to my mind. She betrays you twice. Once by giving the Combine the location of Black Mesa East, which is right over here, which gives the Combines all the opportunities to destroy the entire thing and destroy the hope for the future teleportation technology for the human species and possible chance to give them a chance to liberate themselves. So that's one thing. And then she betrays us for the second time when we are in the Nova Prospect, when she just straight up gets Eli Vance out of our face, and she took them to the Citadel, where she escapes, and she still serves under Dr. Breen. But the moment that she realizes Dr. Breen is a freaking douchebag and he is not listening to her, she decides to suddenly rebel against him. I mean, okay, it's fine that she decides to stop Dr. Breen finally. Because that was needed to be done. What I do not understand is all of a sudden, just because she betrays Dr. Breen, all of a sudden, her murdering all the Vertigons, all the peaceful Vertigons, and all the humans inside of Black Mesa East, all of that, plus then betraying Alex in the Nova Prospect and kidnapping her father, that all of a sudden grants her political immunity and all it's fucking forgive. I just don't get that. I think it's a very weak part of the storytelling in this game. Just the Judith Mossman and just how she functions. That she's there, she betrays you, all of a sudden she betrays Dr. Breen, and all of a sudden she's all in good, all on our side and all that stuff. I just don't get that. I don't buy that. I simply don't buy that. And I don't like it. I don't like Judith Mossman. She's not there for a very long time, but the game tries to really implement like we're supposed to care that much about her, and I sincerely don't. I just don't. To me, she is a double stabbing, a little bit of a piece of shit, and she should not be forgiven. In a matter of fact, if I could add something, maybe a little bit more my own fan fiction to this, after the entire Citadel fiasco, I would put her into some form of observation. Some of observation. Sure, she is smart, she's intelligent, she definitely has the scientific know-how, but I don't think she should be really trusted right out of the bat. I think there should be something more to be done with her. I mean, hopefully we still have Half-Life Episode 1 and Episode 2, so maybe she is gonna be utilized somehow. Maybe there's gonna be, we're gonna see some form maybe of regret from her that's gonna enrich her as a character, which I hope for that. Sure, she already showed some kind of regret by betraying Dr. Breen. You could put that argument onto the table, but I don't really buy it myself. And yeah, that's all when it comes to the character. And quite frankly, there's not really that much of a story when it comes to the game, because I believe what tells the story of Earth past the war is the environment itself. When you go through the environments, when you observe every single area that you go through, when you go through Ravenholm, I think actually one of the best areas in this game is the Ravenholm itself. It mean as a fan of survival horror games, Ravenholm actually made me feel like I am at home. Very low amount of ammunition whenever you're gonna go. You have your gravity gun, but you have all those tools around you that are dispersed left and right that basically allow you to survive and defend yourself against hordes and hordes of many of headcrab zombies. I love that place. I love how this game is darker. That's actually one thing that you can definitely say about this game. The soundtrack in this game, despite the fact that it definitely has some really nice and cool jammers, lots of situations, lots of visual aspects, just tells you how dark and how dystopian everything that surrounds you really is. And it is just absolutely marvelous. It's absolutely glorious. And I just love it. I just love this dude. But yeah, like I said, music is great. Music is amazing. I like how they decide to kind of reuse some of the music from Half-Life 1, but they reuse it in a pretty accurate way, in a pretty good way too. Besides that, what can I say? It's a gem from 2004 that, despite the fact that it's 2024, it's 20 years since the release of the game. Probably not even inaccurate on date, but 20 years since the release of this game. And this game still delivers, and I really like it about it. And I'm gonna be quite honest, I can't wait till I'm gonna play Half-Life Episode 1. Which, quite frankly, that is at this point, because I've started talking so much. At this point, that's gonna happen tomorrow. We still have Lost Coast to play through, and I'm not sure if how long is that gonna take me to beat. So, basically, what are we gonna do? Is the only thing that I can say is just if you ever see the Half-Life 2 being on a discount on Steam, or actually how expensive it is right now. Hold on, let me take a look. Is there a store available? There's achievement notes, settings, web browser. No, not really. Hold on, let me actually minimize the game for a second. I'm gonna check it on the store. How expensive is Half-Life 2 right now? Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2. Can I get like a full bundle of that stuff? No, I don't think I can. Okay, so Half-Life 2 by itself is now worth that will be 45 divided by 4, $10. Right now, Half-Life 2 is worth $10, and what I see that there are also editions of Episode 1 and Episode 2, which are worth around $5 to $6 themselves. So yeah, very nice, very nice. What's the Half-Life 2 update? There's something for free. And completely free extensive community developed update for Half-Life 2 featuring beautiful lighting contrast. Oh yeah. That's something that I can install next. That is something that I can install for like next playthrough. I don't need to do it right now. But yeah, if you can get yourself a Half-Life 2, do it, grab it. It's a fantastic experience. It's a different experience in comparison to your typical first-person shooters. And I love it. I really, really love it. And I hope that episode 1 and episode 2 is gonna keep that up, because I do believe the Half-Life was basically created to hit different, to be different, to not just focus on action, but actually try to make you look, hey, look on this corner over here, look at the corner over there, or look at this character that is in front of you. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, people of YouTube, thank you guys very much for watching this VOD. I hope you enjoyed this game and this part and this video and the entire thing as much as I did. While people of Twitch, I guess we are gonna go and look for somebody to raid. I know I'm ending this earlier today, but we basically managed to wrap it up at this hour. So yeah, I guess let's simply get to it.